Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Morning Momentum. Today is Thursday, so it's also Unstuck Your Business Day. So I can't wait to hopefully see you guys there. That's a 10:30 live, so that's in 2 hours. Man, I feel so much better today. I feel so much freaking better. We had food poisoning yesterday and the day before, so still didn't miss our lives. This is VA Action Plan Day number 11. So if you guys are just tuning in, my name is Matt Beard. I'm a real estate investor here in Phoenix. We buy properties nationwide. But the thing about our business is we run it all with virtual assistants. We've done close to $200,000 so far in assignments this month just from virtual assistants. And hopefully the reason why we're doing these lives is so you guys can see that it's possible. You start implementing virtual assistants at a high level in your business. Now, look, it takes time. You don't just wake up one day and be like, bam, this is how much we make in assignments, or just, throw some stuff against the wall, put some VAs in place and you're making 50 grand. It takes time. It takes training. It takes, a lot of tweaking and putting things in place, but I promise you it's so worth it. So leading up to today, guys, we have had 10 days of VA action plans from pre-launch sequence stuff all the way to getting your VAs ready to cold call. We went over what is a good lead, getting them contacts. We went over the actual cold calling script. And then yesterday we kind of dove a little bit deeper into that, right? So making your people better, how do you consistently training them? And we talked about call calibrations, right? Call calibrations, having those once a week will make your people better. Now, I'm going to keep this one short and sweet today, guys, because I want you guys to start taking action on this stuff. And I don't want to just like go on and rant and talk forever on these things. I want you to say, this is simple. This is something I can do today. I'm going to go take action on it. Okay. So for day number 11, you're going to want to start thinking about how can I organize this stuff, because it's always systemize to streamline so you can repeat. Systemize to streamline so you can repeat. Systemize, streamline, repeat over and over and over. So no matter who you bring in your business, because look, you're always going to be working with people. And the thing about people is they're going to, people come and go, right? And you don't want to have anyone in your business that is just completely irreplaceable. Okay. You have to have systems in place to replace people. Like you want to replace yourself as the person that's doing everything in the business. If you want to work on your business, the only way you're ever going to get to the point where you're working on your business is you replace yourself. Okay. So you have to put the systems and processes in place. Same thing for your VAs. You create a streamlined process. When you bring folks in, right, they're getting, they buy into your culture, they buy into what you're doing, but also everything is right there for them. So for day number 11, I want you guys to start thinking about how are you going to organize your content? How are you going to organize your processes? How are you going to organize your onboarding? Okay. Because look, if you go to vahub.com, which I obviously recommend you guys doing, and we're actually going to be really exciting announcements on May 7th, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. But if you're going to vahub.com, you're getting your first VAs, or if you already have VAs and you're hiring more VAs from VA Hub, you're already going to have a CSM, right? We're already going to do the coaching. We're already going to do some training, right, to get that VA up to speed. But the clients that set themselves apart from other folks that are just getting maybe a deal a month, or maybe, they're doing well, but like what creates like the clients within VA Hub that are doing $100,000 months and $150,000 months, those clients go the extra mile. Those clients put the systems in place. Those clients have the trainings and they develop their VAs to the next level, because we're going to get the VAs to you to do a good job. Now, if you want your VAs to be freaking best of the best of the best of the best, right? That's going to take your coaching. That's going to take your training and taking them up to the next level. That's why my VAs, I will put them against anybody. I believe my VAs are the very best, because I work with them every single day. Okay. So how are you going to organize your training? How are you going to organize these things? There's two things that I recommend to you guys, and I'm going to show you real quick what those things look like. So when it comes to organizing your onboarding, when it comes to organizing your training, there's two tools that I would recommend you guys looking into. One being Google Classroom. Okay. Google Classroom is awesome. You could use this for anything. I use it for our text messaging. VAs. We use it for our cold calling VAs, use it for my lead managers, anything that I have that I want to put into like a course material. So I can just create modules like, hey, here's who we are. Here's what we do. Here's specifics on your job. Like, here's the specifics on what we expect in this position, yada, 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 like the very specific stuff. And then going into detail of, okay, here's some call recordings that we have from other team members. Okay, here's some other things that we put in place. Now, this is very specific to my business. A lot of people ask, like, Matt, can I have access to your course? I'm like, this is for the VAs, right? And this is very specific to what we're doing. Like, I can give you the outline, but as far as the specific materials, like, that's going to be up to you guys to put that together for your business. Okay. Now, again, a lot of it's going to be relevant, but I want you to understand, like, hey, it's a step-by-step process. And I want you to think about how you can better your people. And you do that by putting this training together. Okay. And it's specific to you and how you want to close and how you want to train your VAs to be better on the cold call. Or maybe you've had previous VAs in the past and you've had some good and bad calls. If you're part of VA Hub or you've reached out to me, mattbeard@vahub.com, I've probably given you some good and bad call recordings. If you haven't had any of those, please reach out. I can give you a couple and you can use those for baseline, because I think that would be a ton of value for your VA to listen to those good and bad calls. Right. And that's where you're going to have those calls for reference for those call calibrations. But ultimately, you're structuring in a way to where everything's in one place and it's easy to find. Okay. So Google Classroom is great. It's free. And, of course, you can just assign people to certain classrooms and give them access to it. Another tool that we use, a different tool that we use, but this is actually paid. It just has more features, is Trainual. So if you guys are like, Google Classroom is pretty cool, but maybe I want some more robust features, I want to do some other things, you can try Trainual. It has a free week trial and you can see if it's something that you want to get. It's kind of pricey. I don't know. What is that? What is their price here? Let's see. Yeah. So you're going to be spending at least $100 a month with Trainual. It's a great product, but just understand, like, that is going to be a price you're going to incur. I always recommend starting with Google Classroom. And then if you find like, dude, I want to do some more things for my employees, I want to do more for my VAs, I want to give them more options, go deeper in the test and the quizzes, and I need more features on my stuff, then maybe look into Trainual. But it's $100 a month. So if you're just getting started, I wouldn't recommend you starting there. I recommend you starting with Google Classroom because it's free. And then, if you get to the point where you want more stuff, check out Trainual, do the free week, and then make a decision. Because up to this point, I personally still use Google Classroom. I haven't found the need to do that. Cody's always used Trainual for, multiple businesses that he likes to use it for. I just haven't saw the value in it. But we now use it. I still have the Google Classrooms for all the VAs. And then for like some of our onshore help, we use Trainual. So again, it's about whatever platform, whatever program you want to use. Both of them are great. But if you're just getting started, free option is Google Classroom. If you have a G Suite email, and yeah, just start building out your course. Everything that you do, you should be recording. Okay. Your calls, you should be recording. Your call calibrations, you should be recording. Anytime you coach a VA, it should be recorded, right? So that way, not only the VAs, but the CSMs and you can refer back to your trainings and see if it's being implemented, right? We talked about correct and continue. The only way to know that is like, hey, just refer back to last week's Zoom. I went over this specific question. Or when you bring in new VAs, a lot of them are going to have the same challenges, the same questions that your VAs in the past have had. So having a learning library is important. I recommend, again, Google Classroom, get started because it's free. And then as you build up, you may want more features, then look into Trainual. But both are great options, guys, but you got to start organizing this stuff, because the last thing you want to do is just repeat yourself over and over and over. You're going to sound like a broken record. You get super frustrated, because at the end of the day, this is still a people business. And when working with people, if you're not streamlining and creating processes, you're going to be shooting yourself in the foot, because you're going to be repeating yourself when folks come and go. Right? Reality is, good people come, good people go. Good people come, good people go. So the best way to optimize your time, so you're not consistently going back over it over and over and over again, is by putting the things in place and organizing your learning. So your VA is going to have the support they need. The more tenured ones are going to have the support there they can refer back to, and the newer ones are going to have a great source to get better and better. So use those tools, guys. Let me know how it goes. If you have any questions on this, put it in the comment section below. I promise to get back to you. But day number 11, start organizing your stuff. It's going to save you a ton of time and headache in the future. So hope you got some value from this video today. Please like it if you did. Share it with your family, your friends, anyone who would get value from this video as well. And as always, guys, if you haven't, head over to my YouTube channel. We're getting a little bit bigger every single day, and I'm excited to bring more people into the family. I hope to continue to do these lives for you guys because I enjoy doing them, and hopefully, you guys are implementing these things that we're talking about. If you did, please head over there, hit that subscribe button. I'd be super appreciative of that so I can continue doing this stuff. It's a ton of fun, and as always, guys, thank you for coming and hanging out with me this morning. I got to get to work. We have a lead manager huddle I got to hop on right now. So go take action, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.